Let us not forget everything that happens. It's by the will of Allah. Holy will. It's time to unite and stand, and we will be the best amongst men. It's not time to be extreme or duty unthinkable, but to stand together as one. Tune into Sunnah followers, stream it every day, various platforms. Trust me, you'll find a way. Sunnah followers.
Ina alhamdulillah, wa salat, wa salam ala, wa rasulullah. Welcome to the first day of Ramadan, which is now ended on the East Coast and other parts of the world. The last part of the hemisphere to experience the breaking of the fast, which is why I don't live out there, is the West Coast of America. Sorry, guys, y'all got a couple of more hours left. But for the rest of the world, we've all, finished with the first day. So I want to remind everybody, you should have had your intentions to fast for the entire month. If you have not made intentions to fast for the entire month, do that tonight. So that way I don't have to get emails like I got from one brother today. One brother said he can't remember if he made his intentions to fast or not. Well, this was the first day. So if you don't remember, what's the ruling on that, guys? Who can remember what we talked about? If you can't remember if you made intentions or not to fast, what's the rule on that? Anybody know? Does anyone remember? What's the rule, Sister Santisa, Margaret, people in the Zoom room?
Take a guess.
Is it a
guess? If you don't know, then if you don't know, just think if.
Well, he thought he don't know. What's the rule if you can't remember if you made intentions to fast the night before or not? What's the rule? Anyone?
Intentions, you have to have the intentions. So if you didn't make them, you ain't got no fast.
So what's the rule?
So if you forget, you're not held accountable. If you forget, so just make your intention.
No, we done messed up. No, with Ramadan, let me give you guys the correct answer. If you cannot remember if you made intentions or not, you have to make that day up, because that's one of the conditions of the fast. One of the conditions of your fast is you must have the intention before the night. That's a pillar of the fast. What are the pillars? Pillars are things that if they don't exist, it's not accepted. Okay? So if you can't remember if you had the intention or not, you're going to have to make that day up, because it didn't exist without the intention. So that's why I tell you guys, I told you that. To not end up in that situation, it's best to make the intention, one intention for the entire month. So now that you guys know that it's the month of Ramadan, okay, this is Isha, this is the night. Everyone here should be determined in their mind that they will fast the entire month of Ramadan. That's your intention.
Question.
Yes, go ahead, Arnold.
Yeah, thank you. So yesterday I had the same problem.
By the way, guys, hold on.
But I woke up.
Now, wait a minute. This is for the people. Yeah, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Ibrahim, we have Arnold Schwarzenegger as a guest speaker, a guest today learning about Islam. Layla might marry him and make him her husband. You never know, Arnold. Go ahead.
You never know. But I want to say I am permanent now. I will not go back and forth. Okay. Okay. So yeah, yesterday I woke up before Fajr. I was like 10 minutes before, but I didn't make like an intention, but I knew I was going to fast but I did not like make an intention, but I knew the fast will start in 10 minutes. For me, it's like an intention, but
that is intention.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm glad that Mr. Schwarzenegger brought that up, because the intentions is not a certain supplication or dua or verbal. It's just the fact that you know, the fact that you thought in your mind, like he said, he knew that he would be fasting in 10 minutes. That's your intention.
Is that right?
It's about thinking it, knowing it in your mind, in your heart. Y'all got it? So what I want everybody here to do is think about the reality. It's Ramadan. Think about how we have to do 29, possibly 30. And most likely it's going to be 30. I'm letting y'all know now, because Allah has advanced us so much in technology. The scientists like Dr. Jamali and them. Jamali is a geologist. This is his thing. They can look at the moon right now and tell that it's going to be a 30-day. So I'm letting y'all know already, we will be fasting 30 days. I'm letting everybody know that, because the scientists can see it from the way the moon is waning and stuff. They say, Layla, this is going to be a 30-day Ramadan. So, I want you guys to just think about the reality that you're going to be fasting anywhere from 29 to 30 days. As the Prophet Muhammad said, the month consists of 29 days, sometimes 30. Well, looking at the moon now, the geologists and scientists say it's going to be 30. Okay? So, the fact that you know that, and you know you got to fast, that's your intention for the whole month. Does everybody understand it? So that way, you don't have to be like Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger. You don't have to be like Mr. Schwarzenegger. You can't remember because you done played in so many movies. And you done got banged up so bad mentally, sitting there with that Geico commercial. That was the worst one you did, Mr. Schwarzenegger, the Geico commercial. So now you don't know what day of the week it is. You don't know if you got your fast. You don't know nothing. So just right now, everybody make the intention in their mind and heart that you will be completing the entire month of Ramadan. Now, just to make sure you guys remember, is there any circumstance in which you may have to renew this intention? Can anyone answer that?
When a woman comes off her menses.
Exactly. For you sisters. When you sisters come off of begin your menses and end it, you're going to have to renew it. And you simply just, again, think about how you have to complete the rest of the month. And that's renewing your intentions for the rest of the month. Okay? So that's what I encourage everyone to do, so you don't end up like Mr. Schwarzenegger, not remembering. He done took a beating. That Geico commercial, I have never seen anything as ridiculous as that. Woo! Poor man. But anyway, I wanted to also remind everybody of a couple of things too. Make sure you guys join all my classes, because all the classes I will be teaching this month are geared to keep you balanced, to ignite your fitra, to nourish it so that you can reap the most out of this beautiful month of Ramadan, this month of change, this month of new beginnings, this month of forgiveness, this month of awakening. That's what I call it. So all my lectures are geared around that. And I did change the schedule. If you guys go to www.sunnahfollowers.net, you can see that I've changed the schedule to. On Mondays and Wednesday nights, I'm going to be doing the beliefs, the articles of belief. Why? Because again, I want to reinforce Aqidah, Aqidah, Aqidah. The reason why Dr. Ali did that special that he did is because so many Muslims today are weak in their faith. And that's the reality. And we look at what's going on in certain parts of the world, like Gaza, and we become too emotionally distraught. You've become so emotionally out of it that you can't practice your deen correctly. You're questioning everything, doubting everything, pointing fingers at other Muslims, cursing other Muslims, all into the politics of the world. That ain't how we handle our trials. As Muslims, we've always been through trials. What's going on in Gaza ain't nothing new. What's going on in Gaza, if y'all want to know the truth, it's been going on for a long time, since before Moses. Okay? And they're not the only ones suffering. They're not the only Muslims. We got Muslims who have been suffering since 2016 that you don't even hear about. Okay? The Muslims in Brunei. The Chinese Muslims have been living in concentration camps for years, but we don't hear about them. The only reason you hear about Gaza is because America got its hands all in it because it wants that oil. Okay? Y'all need to turn off your TVs like Dr. Ali said. Stop watching television. Stop watching the news and focus on you during this month. Focus on increasing and bettering your relationship with Allah. The reason why those Muslims in China, those Muslims in Gaza, those Muslims in Brunei, those Muslims in other parts of the world are going through trials greater than yours is because their iman is better than yours and greater than yours. Allah says he will test us according to our level of faith. They can handle divorce. You can't. They can handle death. You can't. Okay? So they don't need your pity. They don't need your sympathy. They don't need your foul language. They don't need nothing from you. They don't even need your dua. Because 9 times out of 10, you don't even know how to make dua. Hello, you think it's got to be in Arabic. Okay? So this is the month of self-reflection. It's time to reflect upon you. Hope that your iman can be as strong as theirs so that when Allah, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So when the war starts here in America, when they take all Muslims in America, it's going to happen and put us in concentration camps like they doing the Muslims in China and Brunei. When they take all of us Muslims in America and try to genocide us. You need to pray that your iman is strong enough where you can handle it like them people over there are. Because way it's looking, y'all gonna be apostating and killing yourselves. You're too weak. So this is what Ramadan is about, changing ourselves, trying to be strong in our iman like those other Muslims are. Okay? So it's the month of self-reflection. So all my classes are geared towards that. I'm going to be doing the articles of belief on Mondays and Wednesdays to help reinforce what La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah entails. Because we don't understand. The people in Gaza and Brunei, they know what that means. You don't. That's why you didn't fast today. Why didn't you fast today? Let me ask y'all, why didn't y'all fast today? It's because you don't understand what wala better is. Hello. The people in Gaza fasted. This is their second day. They fasted. They're fasting now as we speak. They did Taraweeh last night. While y'all were arguing and fighting about whether or not to go for a local sighting, they were performing a Taraweeh prayer. And they was happy. So, like I said, them people don't need nothing from you weak Western Muslims. Y'all better go somewhere. You better bounce, poppycat, and go learn your deen. Okay. So we're going to be doing the articles of belief on Mondays and Wednesdays. And also I've added a new class, Keys to Living Islam. Keys to Living Islam. Because we're so weak here in the West in our knowledge, our understanding, and definitely in our practice. You know, what I'm going to do is continue on with taking excerpts from the life of the Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and his companions. Give you examples of different struggles and trials and tests that they had to, that they were subjected to, and how they handled them and still practiced their deen and came out better. So that's a new class. It's called Keys to Living Islam, and I will be doing it every Saturday and Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The reason why I changed that one to the weekends is because I want the Muslim children to participate. The children are the future. Let's hit it, Fresno. We are the world. Y'all remember that? We are. Let's try to make it a better place for you and me. I want the children in my classes. So how to live Islam, how to practice it, so you grow up following the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad and not the Sunnah of somebody else, and how you won't hesitate to do what Allah and the Prophet say. You won't sit around asking about races and cultures and all that garbage that Muslims are on today. And you won't be so emotional. Remember, we as Muslims are people of empathy, not sympathy. That's a difference. There's a difference between empathizing for a people and sympathizing for them. The people in Gaza do not need the sympathy of nobody on this planet because they far surpass any of you. But they do need your empathy. Okay? Learn the difference between the two. And I want your children to grow up knowing the difference so they can be strong, balanced, resilient. So that's why I put that class on the weekends, on Saturdays and Sundays, so that way the kids can stay up to watch it, you know, to participate. And also for the parents, I encourage you parents to, since you got the kids participating, to keep their V. As one of the kids told me on Twitch, he said, Sister Laila, you look good on the big screen TV. He said, because it holds our attention and we can see the chat box too. So I didn't know that because I haven't seen me on TV yet. I'm going to have to look and see. But there's a chat box for real on TV? Family, what's up with that? Is it a real chat box?
No, like on the TV, it doesn't show as a box. Like when somebody types, it shows on the bottom, like right on the right side of the lower side of the TV. So when your PowerPoint is there, somebody types, it just shows on that bottom. It just comes up like from the bottom up.
So they can see anything that, like they can see what Sister Erica wrote here. Y'all see the people on YouTube and Facebook. Erica's on Facebook.
No, just like the YouTube chats, not the other.
Oh, they can see the YouTube. So like Sister Sakina, they can see her ASWR.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to have to get a TV to put in my bedroom, y'all, so I can see this stuff. Well, I do got a TV in the other room, but Jayla took the one out of my office. I'm going to have to get a TV. Black Friday, this next Black Friday TV. Yeah, so mashallah, well, I got that from Brother Ibrahim, one of the teenage kids. He said it looks good on the TV and you can see the chat box. Okay, so for the children to hold their interest, guys, I want the parents to stay on the computer and the phone because I need y'all to screenshot. But for the children, put the big TV, the 40-inch, 80-inch, 90-inch TV up because Ibrahim say he got an 80-inch TV. That looks good. And you can see the chat box. So, you know, do that. I want the kids to participate in all my classes. So check out the schedule on Sunnahfollowers.net. And don't forget, we still have the weekend. Our weekends are packed. We still have Dr. Ali every Saturday morning doing his 3-hour intensive course on the science of the Quran and Hadith. We also have Dr. Jamali on Sundays with his intensive course. And also Dr. Asim. Dr. Asim will be continuing the Quran understanding, reflections of the Quran class on Saturday. So I put all that on the schedule. So something for the kids to participate in as well. And finally, guys, please support us. Please support us. It costs a lot of money for me to stream like I'm doing. I'm streaming on all social media platforms, and I'm streaming all the time. And this is a lot of money. And also, we are a nonprofit organization. You know, I did some, for those of you who don't know, where my little tab at that says that? Oh, I put so much stuff in that little tab. Yeah, right here. Where my little nonprofit tab? Yeah, we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And you can donate using Zelle to Laila at Sunnahfollowers.net, or you can go directly to PayPal me /Sunnahfollowers. You can join our 24-hour Zoom room by going to Sunnahfollowers.net. And of course, we're streaming on Instagram. We're also we're streaming on YouTube and Facebook and Mix. Where do y'all think I get the rappers from? Why isn't I'm coming upon all these jingle rappers? We on Mixcloud with Jay-Z. Hello, we on Mixcloud. We got the Rough Rider here. So we're streaming on all social media platforms. So it costs money, guys, to keep this dawah effort going. So, and Ramadan is the month of charity. It costs $2,000 a month to run this website. Look at the rewards you're getting. You're getting my reward. You're getting reward of all the brothers here behind this website. And every Muslim anywhere in the world that benefits from even a sentence that comes from off this website or a video, you get the reward because your donations kept us on the air. Okay, so please support us. And, you know, you can also scan the QR code. And by the way, let me do this too, because I did learn from one of the brothers that I can put that link there. Let me do that while I'm talking. Sunnah followers. Are y'all breaking y'all fast now over there on the West Coast? Mina? Because that's the only reason why I ain't drinking my coffee. Because my fast broke, but I ain't ate nothing. I got my coffee sitting here. I drank some water. But I'm waiting on y'all so your mother don't complain that I'm eating in front of her. So y'all let me know so I can drink my coffee. It's just sitting here. My Starbucks. All right, y'all see that? I pinned it. That's the link to PayPal. Okay, so that's the schedule. I want everybody to check the schedule out of the classes. Please donate to keep us on the air. And now, with that said, I'm going to go to our class for tonight, and there will be a quiz. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a quiz. We're going to speak about the belief in the prophets of Allah. What does it mean in Islam to believe in Allah's prophets, alayhi salam? And just to let everybody know, the book that we're using, this is called Belief, the Articles of Belief, and the book is written by Sheikh Muhammad Saeed Atli. Where is that book at? Do I have it up here to show y'all? Aries. Here it is. That's the book. Articles of Belief. You can go to www.adlionline.com. Go to www.adlionline.com and you can purchase this book, The Articles of Belief. Okay? So with that said, let me put the PowerPoint up on the screen and we can get started. Okay. Did y'all tell me to take the ticker down? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay. So everything comes down then. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Let me get that part too. Yeah, that was the ticker thing. Let me. Okay, I'm gonna make this. Yeah, you see the sister Wafad, what you doing awake? She say, I'm always awake this time. Well, yeah, that's my Ramadan background. It's Ramadan. We try to get festive here, and I made it myself. I just wished I had to move that thing here over a little bit more. But that's my little Ramadan. Yeah, because it's on the Sunnahfollowers. I got to, maybe I'm a perfectionist. I'll probably move that over more. But yeah, I made my little background. Yeah, for Ramadan. Put us in the mood since the cheering. We got the cheering watching. You want to make it, festive for the cheering. And by the way, before I start the lecture, let me answer that question. I received a couple of emails from a couple of sisters asking me about Ramadan decorations. They were saying that some people are telling them that this is a bid'ah. Some people saying that it's okay. Some people saying it's imitating the kafir. What is the deal? First of all, everyone knows, of course, the companions didn't have Ramadan decorations. They ain't have time for that crap. When they fought the Battle of Badr, that was during the month of Ramadan. Hello, the companions were fighting to spread Allah's message. They didn't have time for that type of festive stuff, okay? But nowadays, especially for the Muslims living in the West, a lot of the Muslims living in the West in a non-faith-filled environment, they find it hard to keep their children's interest in Islam. That's the whole purpose of me doing my series, Well Better, diluting Well Better, based on the book by Sheikh Kareem Abu Zayd. And we'll get back to that after Ramadan. But I'm going to always bring it up during Ramadan, okay? We've been learning about how it's hard to keep the fitra of your heart awakened when you're living in a non-faith-centered world. That you're living in America. We only have 2 holidays, Ramadan and Hajj. That's it. We don't celebrate birthdays. We're not supposed to. We're not supposed to participate in any of the non-Muslim holidays. That includes Thanksgiving. Why? Because our allegiance is supposed to be to Allah, to the Prophet Muhammad, to the religion of Islam and the Muslims, not to the forefathers, not to the colonists, not to the pilgrims, not to any of that, not to Independence Day. Remember, as Muslims, we're supposed to practice al-bara, which is distancing. We're supposed to distance ourselves from anything that contradicts our way of life as Muslims. Everybody understand that? With Thanksgiving, our way of life. Islam is our culture. It's our culture as Muslims to thank and praise and gratify Allah as often as we can. Not just once a year. We don't sit down and thank Allah for all the good things He's given us yearly. We're supposed to thank Allah for all the good He's given us daily. So Thanksgiving contradicts my allegiance. My allegiance is not to what the Pilgrims did, not to what the Native Americans did, not to being liberated from England. That has nothing to do with me. So I have to distance myself from that. I don't take part in that. So living in America, we have no holidays except 2. That's the Eid al-Adha and the Eid al-Fitr. That's it. So to keep the kids the children feeling good, if the Muslim parent wants to decorate their home for the children, to let them see that they matter, that our way of life is the best way. then there's nothing wrong with that. That's not innovation. To innovate is to introduce something into the way we worship Allah that the Prophet Muhammad did not introduce. When the Muslims fasted, the companions fasted, they allowed their children to play with toys, okay, to take their mind off the fast and its hardship. I'm pretty sure the Prophet wouldn't have anything derogatory to say about putting up, some decorations and just to let your children know that Ramadan has begun. In fact, the Prophet Muhammad used to walk the cities, the streets of Medina, announcing to the people that Ramadan has begun. So, based on that, I don't see anything wrong with that, guys. Like me, I got this background. I want the children and the Muslims in America to feel special because I'm teaching you to distance yourself from birthdays, distance yourself from holidays, distance yourself from anything that is not a part of our way of life. But hello, this is our way of life. So I decorated my Zoom room. Hello, my Zoom room is reflective because 'tis the season for the Muslims. 'Tis the season. This is our season. This is our time to shine. Hello, step back, Kafirs. This is our time to shine. And our shining is different than yours. Where your shining consists of just eating, drinking, dancing. Our shining consists of remembering Allah, putting him first and foremost, praising him, thanking him, trying to better ourselves for him. Hello. So there's nothing wrong with this. The religion is not hard, guys. Islam is not hard. Islam is not ugly. We have to find balance. We're supposed to be people of dignity, humility, and balance, like the Sunnah follower jingle says. With dignity, humility, and balance. Balance. Don't be so rigid. You're going to run your kids away from Islam. This is their celebration. What did the Prophet tell Umar? Let the women sing. This is their day. This is their celebration. If the Prophet were living today, he'd say, let the children have their little decorations. This is their day. This is their month. The Prophet was balanced. You would learn that if you learned the hadiths, the sunnah. He was not some crazy, rigid man. Umar was a little bit, but the Prophet checked him. Let the people enjoy their day, Umar. And I'm pretty sure he'd say, let the children enjoy their month. We ain't got but 2. Let them enjoy it. Now, Sister Pamela, this is a problem that you women have. I'm getting ready to hit it. Let's talk about it. We're living in the days of fitting. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said one of the signs of the last hour is women will take on the characteristics and behavior of men. And men will take on the characteristics and behavior of women. Where are you supposed to be during Ramadan? Can anybody tell me, where does the woman's reward lie? Does the woman's reward lie in the masjid? Where's your reward and blessings, Pamela? What's your domain? What's your domain? You women have to stop trying to be men. You women have to take your mind off of the mosque. The mosque ain't none of your business. The mosque ain't none of your concern. That's the problem. Why is it that our children are growing up apostating? They say they did a study here in America 2 years ago on religion and children. Who has the highest apostasy rate? The highest apostasy rate amongst children are the Amish. They have the highest apostasy rate. The second highest apostasy rate are Muslims. We're number 2 in apostasy. If you sisters would stop trying to be a man, and I'm just going to keep it real. If you women would stop trying to do what men do, stop worrying about the mosque, that ain't none of your business. That ain't none of your concern. And I'm repeating Umar. This is what Umar had to tell the knucklehead women on his day too. The mosque ain't none of your business. The mosque ain't none of your concern. The mosque is not even where your blessings lie. Take your behind home and stay in your house. In fact, from this day forward, ain't no women coming to the mosque. That's what Umar did. He told him, go learn your place. And that's the same thing I'm saying. I look as a die and see that you women have lost your place. You out working? That's the job of a man. Hello? Instead of you marrying husbands that will provide and maintain, you marrying men that you know can't take care of you because you want to be a man. That's why I had to check one of the women on my website the other day. You know, the old women here. One of my little girls was talking about how she ain't working. She said, my place is at home. I'm going to go home and let my father and brothers take care of me. And I was like, good job. Then here some old woman jumps in. Honey, you know, I worked all my life and you sitting on death's bed too. Ain't it? Don't tell my children that. That ain't their job to work. It's the man's job to work, not yours. Their reward is at home. You worked all your life. We all worked all our life. And what do you got to show for it? You're laying on your deathbed now. Didn't get to enjoy nothing. You were the man and the woman. You were the father and the mother, the wife and the husband. Don't put that crap in my children's heads here on this Sunnahfollowers. My girls know where their blessings lie. So for you sisters so concerned with the masjid, get out of the masjid business. Concern yourself with your home. And that's one of the things I told you, sisters. Ramadan prep. You all should have been preparing your home. You should have been making your home a faith-filled environment, cleaning your home, decorating your home. Who cares what they do in the mosque? The mosque is a place of worship. It's not a place of party. The mosque is not where we go to party, guys. It's where we go to pray. So if a mosque don't want no decorations, I don't blame them. What they need decorations for? You ain't coming up there to party. You better take your henna party somewhere else. Y'all understand? You sisters, take the mosque off your brain and put your home and your children on it. Our children are paying the price. We have the second highest apostasy rate amongst our children in America. Because we're working and we're too busy trying to be at the mosque instead of being home with those children. Everybody got it? So does that answer the question, Sister Pamela? Who cares? The mosque is a place of worship. It's not a place to go party. Okay? Everybody understand that? So, these are the things we're going to be talking about all month. All month. I'm going to keep reminding you guys, just like I did now, of what the purpose of Ramadan is, why we do what we do. And I'm trying to get the women here. My dawah is geared towards women. Y'all know that. I got brothers that listen too, but I'm here for the females. You know, we got to get back on track. You know, we got to make our priority our home and our children, because our children are apostating like crazy. Our children are growing up getting on drugs or doing like this. Hold on for 1 second. I got to take this. This is my granddaughter. What? I'm doing a class. You don't see me on TV?
No.
Oh, look at the kids. They doing Ramadan? Wait a minute, the grandkids, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh, where they get? Oh, they're breaking their fast and stuff. Oh, look at this. Oh, mashallah. I saw y'all decorated the house. Did you call, the Masjid Uqba? They got a lot of activities for the kids. Oh, they look so adorable. Oh, mashallah.
Sorry, Mom.
Okay, call Grandma Salt. I'm doing a class. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Grandkids. They showing me their little Ramadan. Yeah, my grandkids decorated their house too. They got this type of stuff hanging. It looks so cute. Maybe I'll go over there tomorrow. But anyway, guys, this is what I'm going to do, is try to remind you guys of what the purpose of Ramadan is and everything, and to keep the focus where it needs to be. I want us sisters to bring it back home. Some of us have to work. I know. I just retired. The men ain't doing their jobs. We know. Okay, but you need to spend more time at home, especially those of you who work. The mosque ain't your place. It's your husband's place and your son's place. Your place is home. Okay, so let's get started with this class here. Did y'all break y'all fast, Fresno? I got to drink a Starbucks. Hold on.
Yeah.
I got to have some Starbucks. Oh, and it's sitting there. My ice done melted. It's been sitting there all that time. Okay, let me put the PowerPoint up on the screen so we can get started with the class. And again, the book, www.atleonline.com for the ordering the book. Yeah, AtleNet is still my website. Yeah, one of the sisters said, I went to AtleNet. I didn't see AtleNet is his is Atle Online. That's Sheikh Muhammad Saeed Atle. Atle Online. AtleNet it will bring you here. That's our stuff, but Atle Online. Okay, good, Mina. Y'all broke y'all fast, good. All right. So let's put the PowerPoint up. They ready for it. And let the kids, you got me on the TV screen too, Mina, with the Tahira. Yeah, you take the screenshots then. Okay, if y'all got the kids on the TV. Okay, let me share the PowerPoint. Here we go. Little Ibrahim say, I like you, Sister Laila. You're so nice, honey. People think I'm mean. The kids always get Laila Nasheeba. It's these adults that think I'm so mean. Yeah. I wished I had a son like you, Ibrahim. I hope your parents should be proud of you. I always wanted a son, man. Don't have one. And my grandsons, they too little right now. I'm hoping that they get better. Okay, hold on. This is Sunnahfollowers. Okay, now where's me? Yeah. Okay, y'all see that? Y'all gonna have the black screen. Look at that for a minute. In fact, let me change that to don't I have a Ramadan thing? Yeah, put the moon. There it is. It's the night of the wolf. Okay, hold on. I'm putting the PowerPoint up now. Belief in the prophets. So this is it. And then go here. Give me a second. There it is. Put it to big screen. That's the book. For the new sisters who are here, let me make it larger. And let me know that y'all can see the PowerPoint on YouTube, right? Oh, wait a minute. Y'all can see it, right? There it is. Because my phone, when my granddaughter called, it knocked me off. Where I can't see my. Wait a minute, let me go in here. Why do they always use that WhatsApp thing, girl? That knocks you off the line. Let me go back on here, YouTube, so I can see. Because I put my phone so I can see if I'm messing up or anything. Yeah. She knocked me off the line. Oh, I like how the chat box comes up on the side here. I really like that. Okay, I can see Zachariah. Walaikum salam, Zachariah. Okay, this is the book, guys. On the left here, the Articles of Belief. This is how the book looks. You go to www.adleyonline.com. That's a picture of Sheikh Muhammad Saeed Atlee. And there's yours truly. Okay? So you have one of the people asked me, why do I put the people's picture? Because you have a right to know who you're learning from. The books that I'm using, I only use Sheikh Atlee's books and Kareem Abu Zaid's. You need to know who you're learning from. So that's Sheikh Muhammad Saeed Atlee. He's done a lot for the Dawah here in America. And there's yours truly, the teacher who's trying to do a lot for the Dawah here. Okay? So that's the book. Y'all see that? Take a picture of that. Screenshot it. Yeah. Go up to Atlee Online and get it. Okay, so today we're going to speak about one of the tenets of faith, which is to believe in Allah's prophets, alayhi salam. And our prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, told us what that meant when Allah sent down the following verse. Whereas Allah says in the interpretation of the meaning, the Prophet Muhammad has believed in what was revealed to him from his Lord. And so have the believers. All of them believe in Allah and his angels and his books and his messengers. And they all say we make no distinction between any of his messengers. And they say, we hear and we obey and we seek your forgiveness, our Lord. And to you is the final destination. This is one of the most powerful verses of the Quran, because this verse here summarizes what our belief system entails. Unlike the Jews, we believe in all of Allah's angels and all of his books and all of his prophets. And unlike the Jews, we don't make distinctions between them. We don't say that Michael is better than Jibril. We don't say that this prophet is better than that. We believe in them all. And we don't question what Allah says either. We simply accept what he says and we obey him. We know that we were created to worship Allah. And we seek his forgiveness. And we know that we will return back to him. That's what it is. These are the basic articles of faith, guys. None of us can call ourselves a Muslim until we accept all of that and believes in them the way the companions did. Remember, you guys hear me say all the time that we practice Islam with the understanding of the companions. What does that mean? Here at Sunnahfollowers, my dawah, I teach you Islam in its truthfulness based on the understanding of the companions. I don't give you the understanding of Imam Hanbal. I don't give you the understanding of Imam Shafi. I don't give you the understanding of Ibn Qayyim, Ibn Kathir. I give you how the companions understood this religion, because Allah says in the Quran that they are the best of the best, and no one understands this deen better than they do. That's why even with the moon sighting, I told you what the companions said. One-siding. That's what they understood it to be too. Anyone in the world has seen it for all of us. Okay? There's no room for holding a different belief. Remember, Allah says in the interpretation of the meaning, so if they believe the same that you believe, he's talking to the prophet. If the people believe in the same thing that you believe in, then they are rightly guided. But if they separate from that, turn away from that, they are only in dissension. This verse is powerful, guys. This is powerful. That's why when you guys ask me questions, I don't answer with a method. I tell you what the original companions said. I don't even use El Hassan el Basri in them. I tell you what Aisha said, what Abu Bakr said, what Umar said, what Ibn Abbas said, what Salama said. Because they were upon the same belief as the Prophet Muhammad. They were rightly guided. So I try to stick with them. How did they understand this deen? Did they say women have to cover their faces? No. Did they say a woman has to wear gloves? No, they didn't wear gloves. They were desert people. Did they say a woman's voice is ordered? No. They said she got, as long as she speaks loud like Layla, then it's cool. So I give you their understanding because they were the ones who were rightly guided. I'm not going to take the risk of turning away from their belief, turning away from their understanding. And this is what the whole mission of Sunnah followers is all about. We are protectors of the Sunnah. Myself, Muhammad Saeed Atlee, Sheikh Morsi, Dr. Ibrahim Jamali, Dr. Ali Shahada, who's joined us back, Dr. Asim. We are protectors of the Sunnah. Okay? We're trying to keep and preserve the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad with the understanding of his companions, not anybody else's. Y'all understand that? It's very important. So to be guided, we have to believe and understand the concepts of Islam the same way the companions did. Since they followed in the Prophet's footsteps, he was their teacher. Every Muslim must accept these articles and understand the oneness of Allah, because that's the main condition for the acceptance of our good deeds, like fasting, prayer. You guys asked me about these knucklehead brothers, these knucklehead Muslims that are doing the Taraweeh prayer in the streets of Times Square. Is Allah accepting that? No. Number one, in order for your good deeds to be accepted, it must be done only for the sake of Allah. They already posted on their YouTube channel that they're doing it because they want to win the Guinness Book of Records. That alone violates it. That alone is cause for Allah to not accept their Taraweeh. Allah says he has no need of any deed done for him and something else. Just like when you sisters ask me, Sister Laila, should I cover my face because my husband wants me to? No! Because Allah does not accept any good deed unless it's done solely for him. If you're doing it for your husband, then your husband may accept it, but Allah ain't, because covering the face ain't something that you even have to do. So what are you doing it for? You ain't doing it for Allah. You're doing it for your husband. So no, Allah ain't accepting that. And also with those brothers, the second condition for your good deeds to be accepted is it must be done the way Allah commanded us to do it. Allah is clear. Allah tells us that the mosque The mosque, the masjids are the houses of Allah. Times Square is not the house of Allah. Allah says, Taraweeh, your prayers, in order to receive the reward, they must be performed behind the imam in the mosque. So no, that's not accepted. And any Muslims participating in that, you better fear Allah. You better fear Allah. This is why I tell you Muslims in the West, don't worry about Gaza. The people in Gaza don't need nothing from you. You won't find them praying in the streets. They do their prayers in the mosque. They're not weak and stupid. They understand La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. You don't. You're twisted. They know that everything is for Allah. Their life is for Allah and their death. You don't understand the difference between Allah and your wife, your husband, and Times Square and the Guinness Book of Records. So we have to believe in Allah's oneness, that everything we do is for Him, not for Him and someone else. He is alone in His attributes. He is unique. And there is nothing like Him, not even a Guinness Book of Records. Everybody understand that? Basic Tawheed. Listen to what Allah says in the interpretation of the meaning. There is nothing like Him. He is the hearing and the seeing. What does that mean? That means that Allah hears everything. Allah sees everything. Nothing gets past Him. He knows what those idiots are doing in Times Square. So if Allah causes an airplane to fall from the sky and land on them while they're doing their Taraweeh, then they can blame themselves for that. Whatever good happens to us comes from Allah. Whatever bad from Allah too, as a result of what we brought on ourselves. Nothing escapes Him. So we believe that Allah is the deity and the only one worthy of our worship, our love, our devotion, our prayers, our fast, and all of that. We believe that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the messenger of Allah. So we must follow him, not sheikh, not imam, not mufti. We follow what the Prophet said. What did the Prophet say about the moon? Did the Prophet Muhammad mention anything about a local sighting? There is no hadith on planet Earth where the Prophet said, look for the moon individually, locally. But I can show you about 10 hadiths where he said if one Muslim anywhere in the world sees it, he's seen it for us all. So we follow him. Put your racism, put your hatred, put your ignorance aside and just say, I hear and I obey. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is our leader. He's our example, not anyone else. Does everybody understand that? This is the belief that the companions had. This is what we should have. And also as Muslims, we are required to believe in all the angels of Allah. And the reason why this is emphasized is because the Jews, they hated Jibreel. The Jews hate the angel Jibreel, but they love the angel Michael. We have to believe in all the angels of Allah. And we have to love them all. We don't put one over the other. We love them all because they are the soldiers of Allah. And we're also required to believe in all of Allah's books. And that includes believing the reality. None of those books exist today except for the Quran, the original Bible, the original Torah. Allah said all the books that he sent before the Quran, he says this in the Quran, he destroyed them. and replaced all those books with the Quran. He said, if you want to know what the Bible had that was good, if you want to know what the Torah has in it that was good, read the Quran. So when you look at these Muslim brothers today, here in the West, again, not the people in Gaza, they don't do this. But you see these Muslim brothers calling themselves Sheikh, Imam, and Muftis, sitting on the corners of the street, arguing and debating with Christians, arguing and debating with Jews. They holding up a Bible in one hand, the Quran in another. You know, these people got issues. This is not what the companions did. This is not what the prophet did. The prophet told the companions, the Bible don't exist no more. Neither does the Torah. They're gone. The books that these people are reading were written by men, and you don't know what's truthful in it and what's not. So stay away from it. As he get that brother off the screen, guys. So stay away from it. Do I have any moderators here?
Yeah, me.
Oh, that's Dr. Jamali. Wa alaikum salam. Oh, I was gonna say, who was that? Hold on, let me hold on, guys. This is a treat. Let me bring Dr. Jamali in too. Hold on. Right when I'm doing my little thing, there comes little dude. Are you still in Las Vegas?
I'm in Las Vegas, yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. Put your camera on. Let's see if the people can see. Hold on, guy. I want y'all to see him too. Hold on.
Okay. So I'm in my son's house.
Okay, hold on, guys. I want y'all to see Dr. Jamali too. He's in Las Vegas. There you go. MashaAllah. Oh, look at them. What? Look outside there. Look at that. Is that the moon?
Yes, the moon, sister.
Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at the moon.
No, sister, by the way, the moon over there, see that?
Yes.
That means this is 2 days. That means
y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, now I can. Let me turn my camera off too so I can see better, make it bigger.
See, some people could, for example, my wife, for example, I don't know whether it was the moon. The moon is 2 days, sister. Not 1 day, 2 days. You know, my studies is about dark, my geology.
I know. I wish you talk about that because we got some Muslims here who didn't fast. You know, they're not going to start fasting till tomorrow, and some of them ain't going to start till Wednesday.
But sister, you said, with all my respect, Sister Laila is not the imam. Unfortunately, all United States of America, no exception, actually in England and Australia as well. No, Australia, no. Not all Australia, but England. The board members, the board doing that. And the board absolutely have no knowledge.
Right.
There is no, I live in America more than 35,000 masajid in America. Every board members, they have no knowledge.
Y'all hear that?
Yes. So, but the problem, my point here, if the message says fast. You know, my point, the problem is that we will never, ever be united one hand until we do, so for example, Hajj. We decide Hajj. Why Hajj, not Ramadan? This Farida and this Farida.
It's
but
pathetic.
unfortunately, sister, those people in the board members, with no exception, may Allah guide into the Islam, no knowledge. That's why there's conflict in the whole world.
So it's the board members of the masjids.
Yeah, but not the imams. And I don't believe, I'm the imam, yes, but believe me, the board. Unless if the imam solid, don't care about salary and this and that, and say the truth, whatever the truth is. Yeah, but for the majority of the imam in America, the majority, no exception, they're afraid to speak the truth.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. I heard that too. That's why I couldn't be no man, because you know, Layla, I don't fear nobody but Allah. I'd speak the truth whether they like it or not.
Yeah, take picture of this sister here, the moon over
but
there.
Look at that, isn't that? It's so clear. It's beautiful.
Yeah, but that's the stuff.
Look at that.
The 2 days. Yesterday and it started, and today.
Y'all hear that? Now they posted up that there was no moon sighting in America. Y'all hear it from Jamali, who was out there. He said that's a lie. Y'all hear that?
Unfortunately, those people to go to not to sit in their houses. Me and my son, we went to the mountain over there, very far away. We were 2 hours and a half in the mountain, and we sighted clear.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Let me see it again. Look at that, y'all. You got me wanting to come out there. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? So when y'all, those people that told y'all that they didn't see the moon nowhere in America, they were liars. Dr. Jamali is a geologist. This is what he does. He said that moon is 2 days old. It was clear just like it is now. So y'all got to stop that and start doing what the sunnah is. Subhanallah.
That's because we should not make the fitna also. If your masjid says no Ramadan,
Right.
Fast, yes, fast. To be united more, accept whatever your closer masjid, no problem with that.
Yeah, because it's going to fall on them.
Sister Laila said in the beginning, what she said, Sister Laila, she said, as far as one country fighting, we fast. That's supposed to be. But there is no knowledge, unfortunately, enough knowledge, not enough knowledge to explain this to the board. The board members in Masajid, my way or the highway.
Who's all them people in your house?
Huh?
Who's all them people? You got a family reunion?
My brother, my two kids' wives.
Oh, mashallah. So you having a good time, Jamali, aren't you?
My older son is surprised me. He will get the second son and his wife came, and I was so happy because I was with my daughter Azza and Omar in Texas, and I flew here. The other kids here.
Oh, and it's so. I never been to Las Vegas, but it looks beautiful. You got me. You know, I got a couple of timeshares there. Maybe I need to take me a trip to Las Vegas. It's beautiful.
But don't forget, there's a sin city, sister.
Yeah, but look at you in the mount. I like mountains and palm trees.
Yes, my hobby is, that is my hobby.
Oh my God. I got to plan me a trip after Ramadan.
Also,
look at that moon. Look at, I mean, it's just.
That is Mars.
Oh, you can see the planet Mars. Look at that, y'all.
Yeah, Mars, yeah. And here, see this is 1, 2, 3 stars. You see the stars?
Oh my gosh! Yes.
I know the great job or something like that. The direction of the Qibla. The direction of the Qibla like this. The direction of the Qibla like this.
Yeah.
When you look at the star, you can tell where is the Qibla. Well, this is the 7 stars. You can tell exactly where is the Qibla. You know that. Maybe one day, inshallah, we'll do that in Sunnahfollowers. When I'm going back home tomorrow, inshallah.
Oh gosh, well, I'm gonna try to come out there to Las Vegas. I mean, that's beautiful. I didn't know it's that pretty out there. Look at that. I can see the Mars. I see it behind your head.
Yes. Alhamdulillah. I'm gonna make a breakfast now.
Wa alaikum salam. May Allah bless you and your family. I mean. Let me know if you got any single brothers out there. Hello.
They're cooking. Everybody cooking.
Oh, okay.
Walaikum
salam. Y'all, mashallah. I'm so glad he popped in. That y'all saw that. Now, I wished he had been here yesterday when we had that sister coming here about that. Let me talk about that for a minute too, guys. Hold on. Let me put my camera back on. Let's talk about that. Like I said, this is the month of evaluation and change. Let's talk about it. This big fitna, he made a big point here. These boards, a lot of the imams know the sunnah. They know that we go by the sighting of anyone in the world. But it's these boards here in America. That's why I don't have no respect for those, what's it called? The Islamic Association of America, Society. I don't have no respect for these organizations, because they make their own laws and their own rules that contradict the sunnah, because most of them are Sufi anyway. Did y'all know that? Most of these famous people y'all follow are Sufis. They do their own thing anyway. They ain't about the sunnah. They decide, well, this year we're going to start Ramadan on this day. We're going to do it on that day. That's why I don't have nothing to do with that Islamic Society of North America. ISNA and all them places, I have nothing to do with them because they do their own thing. Okay. And then, like he said, the mosques have these executive boards who don't want to go by the Sunnah. A lot of the imams know that Ramadan began, but they're forced to not implement the Sunnah. That's why people don't want to be imams anymore. That's why Jamali and other people don't want to be imams. That's why I'm glad I'm a woman, because couldn't nobody make me scared to speak the truth. Hello, can't censor Laila Nasheeba. Woo, we living in some bad times. I'm glad he did. Did y'all see the moon? Fresno, did y'all see it? Mina?
It was beautiful, and I love everything he said about, he hit everything right on point.
And you, because he said it was 2 days. I told y'all this is he has a PhD. Jamali has a PhD in geology. This is his thing. He's a scientist. He studies this stuff. He said that the moon is 2 days old. It was clear yesterday. I told y'all I got phone calls. Remember yesterday when I was doing my class and I told y'all when that sister asked me about the sighting, I told her the moon's already been sighted here in America. Remember when I said that? I got the phone calls from them, from Jamali and them out there in Las Vegas. What did Dr. Ali told y'all? But see, the people don't want to listen to us. They don't listen to the people or the Sunnah. Rather than listen to me when I said it's already been sighted. It was all sighted on the West Coast, guys. I think they even said it could be seen in California yesterday. Did y'all see it last night, Precious? But
for me, I didn't even look outside. I just went based off what you said.
Yeah.
Jamali, and that's
because I got a call from one of the mosques in California that it was sighted. I got 2 calls from Las Vegas. Okay. I got a call from Las Vegas, 2 calls from Las Vegas, 2 calls from California, and what's that other place? Colorado too. Was it Colorado? I think it was Colorado.
If it's in California, so maybe Sacramento, maybe, or
yeah, one of them. Yeah, I get.
You even have people out here in Fresno who didn't fast because of the same stuff. So it's sad.
Really sad. I know what they're with. They're with that organization I told y'all about.
That's sad.
And it's all about that. We as Muslims can't get past our racial hatred towards others. You know, that tribalism, that racism, and all that ignorance. That's why I got so emotionally upset yesterday. That's why when the sister asked the question to me, I remember I clocked. And that's why I clocked, because I had been on the phone all day dealing with that. Because I had been getting calls from all over. Layla, the moon is seen. My day started off with Australia. They saw the moon. Indonesia, okay, Brunei, they saw it. Countries in Africa, Mali, they saw it, okay. And then so that was it. We fasted. That's when I came online and I did y'all see that picture I put up, like Ramadan begins, because I knew the brothers were afraid. Didn't I tell y'all yesterday that the men are afraid? They're going to wait till Maghrib. I put mine right out. Ramadan began. Okay? Because I don't care. It's just a fitna. Anyway, let's get back to the class. I'm sorry, guys, because I was right into it, too. Let me get back. Let me put the PowerPoint back up, guys. You know, I had to say that, but yeah, I was on my little thunder too. I had my Jamali came in on my thunder, but I'm glad he came in because I'm glad y'all heard that. And y'all got to see the moon behind him. He said it's been there for 2 days. That's day 2. All right. Can y'all see the PowerPoint, everybody? Oh, let me take this down. Hold on. Okay, it's down. Okay. Okay. All right. So as Muslims, you know, we are required to believe in the angels of Allah, everything he said about them, believe in Allah's books, his prophets, the day of judgment. And we also believe everything that Allah tells us about the resurrection too, about what happens after death. As we was talking about earlier today, guys, when you die, you ain't going to heaven. When you die, you don't just go to sleep. When you die, you're going to be questioning that grave, and whatever sins you died upon that you did not repent from, you're going to hell for it. We have to believe that because Allah tells us that. And we believe everything else that Allah tells us about paradise and hell. It is also upon us to believe that Allah has decreed everything. He knows everything before it even happens. Like we talked about, the fitra. That's why you don't call yourself a revert. The soul, our souls were created when Allah created Adam. And he keeps us in a place only known by him. And then when your mother got pregnant with you, he had the angel blow your soul into her feet, into your feet, that fetus. We have to believe that. Allah knows, he already knows who's going to be in paradise. He already knows who's going to be in hell. Even though he didn't make that choice, you make the choice to go to paradise or hell. He just knows what your choice will be. We have to believe that. That's the understanding that the companions had, and we have to have that understanding too. And again, guys, when we talk about believing in the prophets of Allah, Allah sent prophets. There's a difference between a prophet and a messenger. Prophets were sent to people who already believe in Allah, but they were having a problem practicing his laws. A messenger is of a higher status. Messengers are prophets, and they were sent to people who didn't believe in Allah. So that's the main difference. A prophet is not a messenger, but a messenger is a prophet. The messengers were sent to people who did not believe in Allah, whereas the mere prophet was sent to people who did. Our prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a prophet and a messenger. Y'all understand that? He was sent to people who did not believe in Allah, the Quraysh, and he had to call them back. He was really sent to all mankind, and he was sent to all jinn. It began with his part of the world, and it spread through the caliphate of Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Ali, and the rest across the entire earth. Every human being on earth is supposed to accept him as messenger, and also every jinn. Does everybody understand that? Also, messengers are sent to not only call the people back to Allah, but they also are people sent to deliver the laws of Allah. Messengers and prophets could never be a woman. Why? Because women are not capable of such a job. And I know this is hard for a lot of you women to accept, because we're living in the days of fitan, the days in which women want to be like men. That's why y'all can't get out the mosque. Okay? That's why y'all more concerned with a mosque than you are your own house. Okay? Women are more emotional than men. Women also suffer with PMS. That means our moods and even our way of thinking changes based on the chemistry that our body is going through each day of the month. Also, to be a prophet or a messenger, you have to travel to convey. You have to deal with the fitna that comes with it, the abuse, the verbal abuse, and even physical abuse. Women can't handle that. Women can't handle that. Men are stronger than women physically. A man can beat you, rape you, do all kind of things to you. Whereas a man can fight him off or can fight another man off. So Allah has never sent a woman as a prophet. Allah has never sent a woman as a messenger. But all prophets and messengers were men. And I want y'all to understand that. Okay? Women were not created to lead. We were created to help lead. Y'all understand the difference? Just like on this website, I help lead it. The real leaders behind this website, they got my back is Sheikh Morsi and Dr. Jamali. Technically, they're the two leaders behind this website, Morsi and Jamali and Dr. Asa. When somebody hurt Layla's feelings, when somebody challenged Layla, who do? I run to Sheikh Morsi. I run to Jamali. I run to Dr. Asa. Okay? I help lead. Women were created to help lead, but not to lead, because we can't handle our anxiety, our emotions, and all of that get out of whack. So that's why Allah always chose a man for the job. A man who will receive the laws through his inspiration. Okay? And also Allah sent the angel Jibril. He's the angel of revelation. He's the one that would sit and speak and deliver Allah's laws and rules and comments to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay? So the messenger is the man who receives a divine code of law and is commanded by Allah to convey that message and not hide it. The first messenger sent to mankind was Prophet Noah alayhi salam. And the last was our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we have to believe that stuff. So now let me give you guys a quick little quiz. Oh yeah, the quizzes are back. Here's the first question. Why did Allah send messengers? Who can answer that? Why did Allah send messengers? Why did he send messengers? Anyone?
He sent messengers to he sent messengers to see if they would to see if they would
help him out, guys. Why did Allah send messengers?
He sent messengers to the people because they were believing in different beliefs. So he sent the messengers to believe in the one God.
And is that all?
No, to believe in Allah's oneness and not worship any deity besides him.
Okay, and what else did those messengers come with? They not only came to call the people to Tawheed, but also to do what? What else did Allah send them with?
With his rules and regulations on worshiping him and him alone.
Exactly, with his laws and his rules and his guidance too. So that's the difference really between a prophet and a messenger. Prophets were sent to people who already believe in Allah, who already had laws and rules. But the prophets were sent to remind them of what those laws and rules were. Whereas messengers are prophets. And not only are they prophets, but they are messengers because they are also sent to call the people back to Allah and they're sent to reveal Allah's laws and rules and guidance to them from what they deviated away from. Okay? Is there any need for any messengers today? I'm talking about messengers of Allah. Does Allah need to send any more messengers or prophets today?
No, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the last, and he's the seal. No
Exactly.
more.
He completed it. He completed the mission of all the other prophets and his own. So that's why there will be no more prophets sent by Allah. No more messengers sent by Allah. But will there be messengers of the Prophet Muhammad? Messengers calling people back to what the Prophet Muhammad called the people to. Will there,
Yes,
is there?
there will be.
Yes, and there's a need for that. That's what I am. I'm a messenger. Dr. Jamali's a messenger. Sheikh Atli's a messenger. We're messengers, not messengers of Allah, but we're messengers of Daya. That's what Daya means too. You know, we're sent to call the people back to what the Prophet Muhammad was sent with. Okay, but anymore, is there a need for a prophet? No, no need for that. Remember, messengers are prophets, but we're not. We're just people that's rehearsed to you what was already rehearsed. Okay. Some of the prophets were women. Is this true or false?
False.
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 Was Mary a prophet?
No.
Yeah, this is a question that one of the sisters just typed to me. She said, was Mary a prophet? No, Mary was not a prophet. Was Mary a messenger?
No.
No. What was Mary?
She was a righteous servant of Allah.
Exactly. She was a righteous woman. In fact, she's the most perfect woman ever created. And when we talk about Mary being the most perfect woman ever created, that means because of her faith. She believed in Allah. She was a strong woman who believed in Allah. Okay? She was a righteous woman who guarded her chastity. She was a woman that knew what her role was. She didn't try to be a man. Y'all got to get back to being like Mary. Mary obeyed Allah, did what Allah commanded her to do. She didn't second guess Allah. She didn't try to compete with the Kafir women. She wasn't about no feminism and none of that nonsense. She was the most perfect woman in faith ever created.
And she was also one of the women Allah promised paradise to, along with Khadija, Fatima, and Asiya.
Exactly. She's promised paradise. She'll be in the fifth garden. The fifth garden. The garden of women. That's one of the gardens of paradise. The most righteous women will be in. Mary will be the leader of the women in paradise. Exactly. But she was not a prophet. Last question. Why is it that a woman cannot be a prophet?
Because she's too emotional and she's hormonal and she gets her emotions in the way of the judgment that been put forth.
Exactly.
Also, Allah said that a woman cannot be a leader, and if a nation had a woman that's a leader, it'd be a doomed day.
Exactly. We're not cut out. Allah didn't make us that way. Women, we were created to be protected. Allah created women to be protected by men. Our job is to stay home, nurture our children, to learn the deen and teach it to our kids. It's the job of the man to go out and deal with all the fitting. We're supposed to be protected and maintained, preserved. We are Allah's most gentle creation. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said women are Allah's most gentle creation. We're supposed to be treated with dignity. Okay? So no, it's not our job to go out and deal with the fitting of life, the fitting of the world. That's not our job. Some women are good at it, just like we had some of the female companions like Hani, Mani, Atika, Hakam, they would go out and fight, but they were trained warriors. Like I told you, back in those days, all women were trained to fight. Those women that were best at it, they would go out and fight because they were good at it. They were better than any man. Okay? But that's a rarity. Our job, but those women also stayed home and took care of their children like Mani did. She was the mother of Musab. She was Musab's mother and taught him good manners, taught him to learn the deen. Okay? So, women, we have a different role than men do. But unfortunately, we're living in the days of fitting where our roles become mixed up. Okay, here's a question from YouTube. She says, let me put it so I can see. She says, is it true that when people die, that the people in paradise only speak Arabic since they learned it in this? No. And I want you guys to remember, anytime a person makes a statement about paradise, about hell, about the prophets of Allah, about Allah's books, they have to be able to provide the evidence. They have to give a verse where Allah says the only language spoken in paradise is Arabic. Or they have to bring an authentic hadith where the Prophet Muhammad said, don't worry about learning Arabic because everybody's going to speak it in paradise. There is no such garbage. Language comes from Allah. Allah tells us in the Quran that He is the creator of language. And Allah tells us, I don't make mistakes and I don't forget. Allah tells us in the Quran that He can understand the language of a goldfish. When Solomon, and by the way, Solomon didn't speak Arabic either. When Solomon and his army was walking, one of the ants got afraid and it made dua. It said, oh Allah, do not allow Solomon to step on us. If Allah could hear the supplication of an ant, a cockroach, a grasshopper, what makes y'all think Allah don't understand English? Allah is the one that gave you the language you speak. Also, there's a hadith. Some of the scholars say it's authentic. There's a few that say it's not. I believe it's authentic. I go with the ones that say it's authentic. There's a hadith, they say that the angels of the throne, the angels that of the throne of Allah, they glorify and praise Allah in every language known by man and languages not even known by man. They praise and glorify Allah in every language Allah created. So, all this stuff about Arabic is a language. It's not a religion. The Prophet Muhammad was sent to all mankind and jinn. He was not just sent to the Arab people. And by the way, even the Arabic people don't speak the language of the Quran. Even the Arabic people don't speak the Fusha. They speak Egyptian, which is a slang. Palestinian, a slang. Khaliji, a slang. They don't speak the language of the Quran. So we have to stop all that. That's racism. The Prophet Muhammad was not sent with racism. You will never be a believer, he said, until you free yourself of all ties to tribalism. Okay? Well, your mother, I hate to say that, that's not Islam. She said her mother is making her learn Arabic because if she died and go to paradise and didn't learn Arabic, she wouldn't be understanding, be thrown out. Oh my God. Why would we tell our children this? Why would we tell our children something like that? That if you don't speak Arabic, you're going to be thrown out of paradise? Allah says in the Quran, it ain't the language that you speak. It's not the clothing that you wear. It's not the money that you have that impresses me. What impresses me is your taqwa. That's a verse from the Quran. So we parents have to stop abusing our children, telling our children this stuff. This is how we strip our kids of self-esteem. There's a lot of children that think that they're nothing because they're Black. Do you know how many African people I know who come to America and they think that they're nothing? Because not only does America treat them like dirt because they're Black, but then the Arabs treat them even worse because the Arabs don't want to admit that they come from them. So there's a lot of African kids with low self-esteem. They don't think they're worthy of anything. Another reason why we have a high apostasy rate. You parents need to stop putting that garbage in your children's head. Teach your children that they're better than that. That it's all about your belief system, not your language, not your color, not your race. It's about La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, and how you live up to that, how you practice that. That's what puts you in paradise, not your race, your color, your stinking language. Tell your mother, Abu Jahal and Abu Lahab, they understood the Fusha. The Quran was revealed in their language. Where are they? Are they in paradise? This is garbage that you feeding your children. Shame on you. And if that's a Black child, shame on you doubled. Yeah. Any other questions or comments? That makes me sad. Somebody gonna throw you out of paradise because you don't speak a language. Language is not the key to salvation. Allah says the key to salvation is belief in me. Subhanallah. All right, any other questions or comments, guys? That's really sad. Ugh. And I bet you it's a Black girl. Another Black child in America. Yeah. All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to close out for right now. Just to let everybody know, tomorrow, inshallah, my class will start on time. It'll start at 6 p.m. inshallah. And then also tomorrow, I'll have this another hadith class too. Hold on for 1 second. Hold on. Okay, hold on for 1 second, Shadani. Okay, so I'm going to close out for right now. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. What's going on?